The Smash roster is one of my favourite parts of the entire Smash Bros series, with the inclusions of new fighters every installment. Never knowing who the next fighter is going to be, some fighters don't make it in, either being deconfirmed from Mii costumes, assist trophies, or other fighters from a third-party company taking the spot. As well as a few other reasons, welcome to A New Foes Appeared, where we talk about ideas for fighters that could possibly happen in Smash 6, if not the future. I'm your host, BB8 from BB8's House as always. Let's get into it. Up next. Hey there YouTube lovers, welcome to A New Foes Appeared. Today, we are going to talk about a foe I didn't originally tend to do, but unfortunately, this foe is replacing a foe that was scrapped because of ice climbers, so I thought, why not do this foe instead of the foe I originally picked? So, without further ado, take a look at this.
Journal entry 1963-4, Harold Winston. Status update on Specimen 8. By now, we're all used to our super intelligent gorillas on the colony. But the hamster, we've named him Hammond, continues to be one of our biggest surprises. Even though he's grown from the genetic modification, we have more trouble keeping track of him than any of the other animals. Somehow, he managed to get out of his cage again. It took us days to find him. I can't help but wonder what it is he's looking for when he gets out there. He's shown impressive problem-solving skills and adaptability to new situations. And he's overcome all the challenges that have been placed in front of him.
That's right. Wrecking Ball from Overwatch is who we are going to talk about today. But why Wrecking Ball in particular? Why not someone like Winston? Well, because there's already a lot of monkey characters in Smash Bros, and I thought I'd go different by including a hamster with a mech. But who was that scrapped foe from the blue envelope? Well, I can confirm for now that that scrapped foe was in fact May. The reason I ended up scrapping her is because that would have made 4 damage heroes in Overwatch. And since the green envelope is planned to be a support hero, but I'm not saying who it is yet, and I thought, with the original lineup, that would have only made 1 tank hero when A New Foes Appeared. So I thought I would change May and replace her with Wrecking Ball. So we have 2 tank heroes being Diva and Wrecking Ball, making that 2 tank heroes, 3 damage heroes, and 2 support heroes, making it a fair balance. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? For the attributes, the playstyle, we have Wrecker Rodent. The stats will depend on either the Wrecking Ball mech or Hammond, since Wrecking Ball, unlike his Overwatch counterpart, will have 2 different movesets. So the weight will be Bowser for the Wrecking Ball mech and Pichu for Hammond. The warp speed would be Sonic for Wrecking Ball and Mario for Hammond. The initial dash would be King DDD for Wrecking Ball and Greninja for Hammond. The run speed would be Sonic for Wrecking Ball
and Fox for Hammond. The airspeed will be Jigglypuff for Wrecking Ball and Meta Knight for Hammond. The fall speed would be Charizard for Wrecking Ball and Jigglypuff for Hammond. The size would be Pikachu for Hammond and Ridley for Wrecking Ball. The frame data would be Shulk for Wrecking Ball and Sheik for Hammond. The damage would be Ike for Wrecking Ball and Zerasu Samus for Hammond. The combos would be Mario and Sheik. The KO power would be Ganondorf / Lucas, and the recovery would be Byleth or Simon or Richter. For the gimmick, Wrecking Ball in Smash Bros would be different from his Overwatch counterpart, as Hammond would start the fight in his Wrecking Ball mech, which is damage dependent, meaning if the mech takes enough damage, Hammond will eject from the mech and will be in Hammond mode until the ultimate gauge fills up to 100%. For the HUD would have two elements for Wrecking Ball, being ultimate gauge and damage meter. The ultimate gauge for Wrecking Ball is that Wrecking Ball's ultimate gauge meter would work differently depending on which mode he's in. In Wrecking Ball mode, he can summon his Mind Field similar to his ultimate in Overwatch, and the damage would be dependent on what percentage the gauge is used at. In Hammond mode, you can't use it until he's at 100%, which can allow Hammond to build his Wrecking Ball mech back. And for the damage meter will be present in Wrecking Ball mode to indicate how much damage the Wrecking Ball mech has. And if the mech reaches full damage, Wrecking Ball would eject from the mech and Hammond mode will be enabled. So unlike Diva, where you can switch modes freely, the mode that Wrecking Ball is at is damage based. For the moveset, we're gonna start off with Hammond's moveset. The neutral special would be either Grappling Claw or Hammond Blaster. Hammond uses his Grappling Claw to latch onto opponents or the stage. Grappling Claw can be activated if B is held. When used on an opponent, it can pull them closer for follow-up attacks or swing them around for crowd control. When used on the stage, it provides Hammond with additional mobility and recovery options. If Hammond Blaster is used, when you press B, it will summon some lasers that will come out of the blaster, similar to Diva. For the side special, we have Rollout Assault. Hammond transforms into a mini version of his ball and charges forward at high speed, dealing damage to any opponents in his path. This move can be angled slightly up or down, allowing Hammond to control his trajectory and target specific opponents, and this is a versatile move for both offensive and pressure and recovery. For the up special, we have Pile Diver Launch. Hammond would launch himself into the air with a jetpack-like mechanic, and then slams down with a powerful pole diver attack. Upon landing, the move deals damage in an area around Hammond and provides a vertical recovery boost. Well-timed use can catch opponents off guard, making it a potential in offensive and defensive combat. For the down special, we have Adapted Shield. Hammond activates his Adaptive Shield, providing a temporary defensive barrier that absorbs incoming damage. The shield's strength increases based on the amount of damage Hammond has taken, making it a strategic move for turning the tide of battle and surviving intense situations. And unlike what I did for Diva or Pirate and Mithra, unfortunately, Wrecking Ball will only have one final smash between both movesets. For his Wrecking Ball moveset, the neutral special, we have Wrecking Ball Slam. The Wrecking Ball slams into the ground, creating a shockwave that damages nearby opponents. The move has high knockback potential and can be charged for increased damage and range. It's an excellent tool for pushing opponents and controlling the stage. For the side special, we have Grind Grapple. Wrecking Ball grapples onto a horizontal stage like the edge of a platform or a stage, and he begins grinding along it. Opponents hit by Wrecking Ball during the grind take damage, and the move can be cancelled into other attacks or used as a recovery option. It adds a dynamic element to Wrecking Ball's gameplay, allowing for creative approaches and surprise attacks. For the side special, we have Wrecking Ball Uppercut. The Wrecking Ball then transforms into a fist, launching itself upward with a powerful uppercut. This provides a vertical recovery and can be used as an anti-air option. If it connects with an opponent, it will deliver a satisfying punch and high knockback. For the down special, we have Minefield Drop. Similar to what I did with Kiriko and Sombra, this is the ultimate gauge ability for Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball would release a cluster of explosive mines that scatter across the stage. These mines stay for a short duration, exploding on contact with opponents. The move is strategic for controlling space and punishing opponents who get too close, adding an element of zoning to Wrecking Ball's toolkit. And for the final smash, we have Junkertown Mayhem, which unleashes chaos inspired by his origin story. When activated, the stage transforms into a rugged terrain of Junkertown. The backdrop of Hammond's daring escape, Wrecking Ball initiates a high-speed rampage, rolling uncontrollably across the stage and crashing into opponents caught in his path. The chaotic ride culminates with a massive explosion, launching opponents skyward, and as the dust settles, Wrecking Ball reclaims the position, leaving a trail of destruction reminiscent of the explosive chaos in Junkertown. And this final smash would capture the essence of Wrecking Ball's lore while delivering a visually stunning and powerful assault on the battlefield. For the alts and the Kirby Hat, we have the default alt is where Wrecking Ball is in his standard colours, showing his original Overwatch design. The second alt we have Junker, a rusty and worn appearance reflecting on the mech's time spent in the wastelands. The third alt we have Lunar, being a cosmic themed alt with dark blue and a purple colour scheme, inspired by the vastness of space. Biohazard, featuring a toxic green and black design and would have a hazardous and contaminated appearance. The fifth alt would be Honeycomb from the Overwatch 2 Season 5 Battle Pass. The mech would display a honeycomb pattern and Hammond would wear a bee costume. I really like this alt, and which is the reason I bought the Battle Pass in Season 5, was because of this skin. not because of Mythic Tracer, it was because of the Honeycomb skin. So I thought, why not use the Honeycomb skin? And for the 6th alt, we have Crustacean. A vibrant red and orange alt with a crab-inspired aesthetic, emphasizing the armored nature of the mech. Critter Egg, which was featured in the most recent Overwatch Battle Pass, being an egg-themed alt with the mech resembling a large colourful egg, and Hammond in a matching chick costume. And for the 8th alt, we have Mayhem, being a recolor of the Junker outfit with altered hues, giving a fresh and distinct appearance. And for the Kirby Hat, when Kirby inhales Wrecking Ball, he gains a small version of his Wrecking Ball mech as a hat. The Kirby Wrecking Ball hat retained the colour scheme and design of the specific alt chosen. For the classic mode route, we have Horizon Colony Test Subject Hammond. Round 1 would be Donkey Kong, based on Winston. Round 2 being Pikachu and Pichu. Round 3 being Diva and Mecha. Round 4 being Tracer. Round 5 being Reaper. And round 6 being Genji and Kiriko. And the final round would be Sombra, but when smashed off the screen would become Master Hand and Crazy Hand. For the Amiibo, Wrecking Ball as a character would be too big to fit on an actual Amiibo, so his unique feature is that the Wrecking Ball mech would be the base itself. In size, it would be the same size as the Detective Pikachu Amiibo and would have reposable features like the Breath of the Wild Guardian Amiibo and a closable hatch like the LEGO Overwatch Wrecking Ball set, but would have reactive lights inside so that when the Amiibo reacts to an NFC reader on the Joy-Con, it would light up. And for the compatibility, it would only be compatible with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or Super Smash Bros. 6 to tap in Wrecking Ball to summon a fighter that you can train. For the stage, we have Horizon Lunar Colony from Overwatch, which originally released in 2016. Bringing the iconic Overwatch battleground to Smash Bros., Horizon Lunar Colony emerges as an electrifying stage for Wrecking Ball. Set on the moon, the stage dynamically shifts between indoor and outdoor environments, featuring low-gravity moments that alter character movements, and players must adapt to sudden gravitational changes, navigating the space laboratories while avoiding the occasional airlock breaches that propel fighters into the depths of the cosmos. The map also introduces AI-controlled lunar robots and rotating central platform, adding an extra layer of chaos to the already frantic battles. The unique combination of low gravity antics and ever-changing lunar landscape makes the Horizon Lunar Colony stage an exhilarating stage to choose, and perfectly complements Wrecking Ball's character, high-flying and versatile gameplay. For the support fighters, we have Doomfist, Mauga, Winston, Junkrat and Roadhog as a tag team, and a reset. So Doomfist would utilize powerful melee attacks and the ability to charge up his rocket punch. Doomfist would enter the battle with high impact moves and combo potential. His presence adds an aggressive and close quarters combat dynamic to the fight. Mauga would be armed with dual machine guns on both of his arms. Mauga brings a barrage of bullets and explosive firepower to the stage. In his unique playstyle, emphasizes range attacks and suppressing fire, providing cover and support for Wrecking Ball. The third support fighter being Winston, a genius scientist and tank from Overwatch. Winston enters the fray with his jump pack and Tesla cannon. His playstyle focuses on mobility and disrupting opponents with electrically charged attacks. Winston provides both offensive and defensive support on the battlefield. Junkrat and Roadhog would enter the fight together, combining an explosive expertise of Junkrat with the tanky brawler style of Roadhog. Junkrat's projectile-based attacks create chaos, while Roadhog's hooks and powerful shotgun blasts control the close quarters engagements. And finally, Orisa, the anchor tank, would join the fight with her fusion driver and protective abilities. Orisa would excel in controlling space with her deployable barrier and gravitational pull. She provides support by creating a more controlled battlefield, allowing Wrecking Ball to navigate with ease. So guys, what did you think of Wrecking Ball? And if you haven't casted your vote on the foe ballot yet, it's not too late to do so. And with 3 of the envelopes for Overwatch covered now, there's only one left, being the colour green. But I'm not confirming who it is just yet. So, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn your notification bell on so you don't miss another video like this one. And I will see you all in a future video. BB8 out.